Alright, hello everybody. Today's date is the 19th of, hold on, I got a cough. Sorry, I got a scratch in my throat. Alright, bear with me for a second here. I gotta get a shirt on. Alright, check it out. This is gonna be an extremely fast video. The purpose of this video is to show you my new bike that was just purchased about 2 months ago. It's still in brand new condition. From head to... every bit of that bike is still in brand spanking new condition. Now, after the bike was bought, I put a front and back bike rack on it, and also, well, you're going to see it here in a minute, so I'll showcase that stuff to you when I bring it up, when I go over to the bike, which I'm going to do here in about 2 minutes. Hold on a second. Now, after I show you the new bike and give some verbal details about why it's being shown in the video, I'm then going to walk over to another spot and show you where another older bike I got. It's a men's 26-inch mountain bike. I'm going to show you where it's hidden at, so you can see that it's there, hidden, and that it exists. And then you'll understand why I'm making the video about both bikes as I continue to talk. Now, hold on one second. Put my cigarette out. Alright, so I'm going to get up right now. Let's see if this video doesn't get saved into my Periscope gallery. And after it gets published, I'm going to then go into my files menu on my phone and take the video, because all my Periscope videos get saved into my files folder in my phone. So what I'll do then is take the video from the files folder and upload it to YouTube, because you're not going to be able to live broadcast through Periscope anymore as of April 1st, 2021. So let me walk you. I'm going to walk over here right now, and here's the new bike. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to take down I got bags up in front of it so nobody can see it from a distance, because I'm in a wooded area. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm a gang stalking target, and the crime of gang stalking made me homeless intentionally through 4 apartments in Michigan and 1 in Tennessee. Okay, so here's the new bike. So let me bend over here so I can get past the tree limb. Alright, hold on. So I got my phone plugged into a charger right now, so I'm trying to hold the phone while holding the charger. So bring the phone kind of back over here just a little bit. Alright, so when I walk back over to this spot here, I'll do a long, just so you can see the entire bike at once. But one of the reasons why it came real... Alright, hold on. One of the reasons why I came real close to it is because I want you to see that it's brand spanking new. Look at that. Not a scratch on it. Paint job's all nice and fresh. Everything works. The brakes are fine. I'm going to press this brake right here, and you're going to see it move down there. Same thing with the back brake. I'm going to press it right now, and you're going to see it move. Right here. So that's moving. Now, this is a cheap bike, but it gets me from A to B. I had to buy a cheap bike because the satanic rats, the cremating whores that host gang stalking, will intentionally steal your bike, damage it, okay, or make it inoperable so you can't ride it anymore. Now, after I bought this bike at Target's about a month and a half ago. After I bought it, I ordered a bike back rack for it through Amazon and a front one through Amazon. They're already on it. I put them on it myself. Now, this red cable lock right here, what it does is that it locks the seat down to the frame, because this is the type of seat that you can take off by going over here on this side and bringing that silver lever up, and then that would enable you to take the seat off. Well, I don't want them to be able to steal my seat, so I bought a red cable lock for that, and then connected it to the frame of the seat, to the frame of the bike, and then I bought 2 cable locks so I could lock up the rack to the frame of the bike. Okay, there's the back bike rack right there. Okay, you can see this is a brand new spanking brand new bike. It's in crystal clean, pristine condition. Okay, now here's the front bike rack that was put on the front of the bike that I bought from Amazon, and it's locked up right now with 1 cable lock. and I got a second one already for it, but I just haven't put it on yet. Now, so you can see these are brand new tires. Even the rims ain't even dirty yet. Nothing's dirty on this bike, and it doesn't have one scratch on it. So this is a brand spanking new bike. It's brand spanking new, not even a month and a half old. Okay, and then of course you see that I added the back rack on it. It's locked up with 2 cables. The seat's locked up with 1 cable. The front bike rack that's on it is locked up with 1 cable, and I'm going to put the second lock on it at some point here in the next 10 days. Now let me step back. Okay. So you can get a full picture view of it by stepping back and trying to give you a full picture view of it. So this is the bike right here. You're gonna understand why I'm making this video here as I continue to talk. Okay. So there's the bike. Now, before I continue my statements, let me just cover it back up real fast. I'll put the switch back up. Falling off because it gets windy up in here. I'm just covering it back up right now. I don't want anybody going by trying to claim that they saw it, because these fucking psychos connected to GameStop and they know exactly where the fuck. They know where all victims are at. There's tens of thousands of GameStop victims right now in America. Tens of thousands. Okay, this crime's been repeatedly covered on national radio shows, including ones I've been on. It's been covered marginally on local news broadcasts. And it's a little epidemic. And so one of the things that gang stalking does is that it makes you homeless, and then it perpetrates the crime of gang stalking towards you along your routes. It perpetrates the crime against your property. It will track you to wooded areas after they made you homeless and stage events. And they will also target your property too, no matter where it's at. Period. Hold on one more second. So since this is a silver and blue bike, I didn't want to see, because when they track you, one of the methods of gang stalking is to stage events towards you. And you really need to go into the profile of this account. Let me set this one down just for a second. Hold on here. Now, you should really go into the profile of this Periscope account. And please watch any and all videos so you can get a better understanding, so you can be educated concerning the crimes that I have already exposed through this account. So you can have a better understanding about certain things that have happened to me, evidences that I posted. There is a YouTube playlist URL link in the title of this Periscope video that I'll just briefly mention to you and talk to you about here in a couple minutes. And so you can get a better idea of, well, you're going to become educated about gang stalking, not the entire crime, because it takes a heck of a lot for a person to, you can't become educated about gang stalking overnight. And since this is a new Periscope account, I haven't made enough videos yet in order to share with you 18 full years of being a non-stop crime victim. They started the open gang stalking towards me in 2002 in Michigan. All right, hold on a second. I just got one more plastic bag to pop up in here. So what I do, see, I was even gang stalked to the targets when I bought this fucking bike. And the person who took me has been caught on my tape recorder on several dates engaging in gang stalking techniques. Has she ever been caught on my tape recorder engaging in the type of evidences that are exposed in the videos that are in the concerning the playlist that's in the title of this Periscope video? She has been caught on tape, absolutely. And the same method has been caught on tape occurring in Targets, including the day I bought the bike, and including when I used to go to Targets on every great now and then back in 2012 and 13 and 14. So now you'll understand why I'm showing you the bike here in a minute. This bike is locked up. Let me show you the fact that it's locked up. Okay, coming over here, and you can see that it's locked up right now. And I will be buying another bicycle lock for this bike, a separate one, so I can have more than one lock on it. We're gonna see if this bike gets stolen, okay, before I move, and obviously on any and all dates after I move. Bear with me a second. The purpose of making this video is to prove I got the bike. Because once April 1st comes, you can't make any more videos through Periscope. And I'm fortunate enough to have the type of phone where when you make a Periscope video, it saves to your video gallery on your phone in your files folder. And as a result, I can then upload it to YouTube, which is the reason why I'm making the video. Okay? Because this crime engages in a lot of techniques that are designed. Well, gang stalking has a massive amounts of different techniques. And when, excuse me. And when they employ techniques against gang stalking victims, each technique can have multiple motives. So, in specific techniques connected to gang stalking, one of the motives of that applied technique can be done in order to intentionally, purposely interrupt your schedule. Okay, so it will distract you from maybe doing something like maybe going out and handing out flyers about gang stalking and stuff like that. So, now the reason why I covered up with black, and in about a month or two, I'm going to buy some camouflage green paint and spray paint it. That way, the color of the bike blends in with wooded area, the type of colors you see in wooded area, brown and green. That way, the bike doesn't stick out visually. You know, when somebody's going by the road over there, okay, if I had something red sitting out here and they're jogging down or riding their bike down or walking down or walking their dog or whatever, and they were walking by, their peripheral vision might notice the color red. In fact, I got to go back over there and put that up so that the red cable ain't shown. I'll do that after I make the video. So, that's why I put the black weatherization sheets there. You should also know that when you're homeless, you got to remember there's a lot of homeless people in California, including San Diego. And one of the main places they go to as well are woods, and make no fucking mistake about it, this crime knows that as well, is that an additional reason why a lot of homeless people are used against gang stalking victims who have been made homeless. Yes, it is. Why? Because the police and all the other satanic rats who post this sick shit, they know then that a homeless person has a natural reason to come up on a wooded area property. So then they can use that as the excuse concerning why you got robbed, raped, even murdered, okay? Because homeless people are known to visit wooded areas. Alright, hold on. Oh, I thought I accidentally turned the phone off. Alright, so what I do is that if by putting these black bags up, if that keeps people from noticing it with their peripheral vision, which would then nudge them to look on the property and see the bike, well, they can report me, and gang stalking will literally stage that type of event. Literally. It can't be said any clearer. Literally. Okay? Or a homeless person might think to himself, well, there's a bike there. Maybe I'll, wait until dark, and if it's still here, maybe I can come up and try and take it. Or maybe come up on the property and try to just take it while I'm here. So what I do is I put the black weatherization sheets up for multiple purposes. Now, so here's the next step concerning why I decided to make this video. So it's going to take me about 2 minutes to get over to the spot where I got my older bike hidden at. That's the purpose of this video, to show you both bikes. Because after the video's made, this video is going to YouTube. It's going to go to 3 separate YouTube accounts. Either before I move or after I move, if my bike gets targeted, I wanted to be able to prove to my regular followers that I had the bike and that this is another crime that's happening to me connected to gang stalking. Because if you make a video and say, gang stalker stole my bike or damaged my bike, how are you going to prove you had the bike to begin with? You understand? So I'm going to walk over to a spot over here. And as soon as I get there, I'm going to show you where the second bike is hidden at. Now, this place where the second bike is hidden at, there is no way whatsoever that anybody, even kids, there is no way that anybody would have any reason to come over to this particular spot. Okay? No reason whatsoever. Alright. Now, so here it is, over here. Here's the bike itself. Now, when the last time I was over here, when I hit it, the seat wasn't shown. So how'd that fucking happen? It could have been an animal, who knows. In fact, I just noticed that there was a big part of the landscape right there. It looks like a hole in it has been created since the last time I was over here, because if it hadn't, I would have noticed that big area. So it looks like maybe somebody came up in here and did some work, or took down some brush, or maybe I just didn't notice it. Who knows? Okay. Now, so here's the bike right here. There's the back tire. The back tires, it looks like the air's been let out. Okay. Here's the cable. I'm going to show you the frame here in a second. Alright, and then there's part of the frame right there. How well you're seeing it. Where's the camera lens at the time? This side. So here's, you gotta remember, it looks like I got a sun glare going on. Now here's, it's got, this is the cable lock. It's one of those combination cable locks where the lock itself is part of the cable. And then here's part of the frame, right here. Alright, so see what, I'm getting used to where this lens is at. So see this where I'm tapping at right now? I apologize for this, hold on a second. So here's the seat right there, and then here's the stem of the metal part of the bike that goes down to the frame. And there's the frame right there. It's the front tire's attached to it. I couldn't get it to take it off, but the back tire is off. Okay, and the back and the back tire and the frame are locked up with this combination lock. Okay, so there's no way at all, okay, that this can be seen even when you're right upon it. Okay, because of the way I got it all covered up. Okay, so let me just put this stuff back on it so you can see. There's another part of the frame. Okay, and this bike does ride. Okay, and I got bicycle tools, like, I got resources concerning, I gotta get back over there by my stuff, because I don't know when it's going on over here. Oh, one second. Okay, so you cannot tell at all that there's anything over here because of the way I hit everything. Alright, hold on one more second. Because of the way everything is hit over here. Okay, so when I get up and I show you a top view of it, okay, you're not going to be able to see anything. Okay, so here's where it's hidden. It's totally hidden by brush. You can't see no part of it at all. Even when you walk by it, you can't see no part of it. So let me go back over to my area. And by the way, you can't see that spot from your houses either here. There is no area that's directly right by that spot where somebody would pick to put up a tent or anything else. Right? So I picked it because it's a spot. Hold on a second. See, the surrounding area of that spot does not afford anybody to have the ability to put a tent up, because it's on a massive slope. Okay, and even when you're a homeless person without a tent, they're not going to sleep on a slope either. Okay, because you'll be constantly uncomfortable all night long. So let me come back over here and sit down. I've been working non-stop all day, doing work projects and shit, so I'm beat. I've been working ever since 7 o'clock this morning, and it's going on 1 p.m. right now. Alright, so let me take off this shirt. Alright, so this video is not about educating you about gang stalking, and it's not about educating you concerning the gang stalking that's occurred to me. Let me restate that, because I was standing up when I said it. This video is not a video about me educating you concerning gang stalking, and it's not a video to educate you about the gang stalking of me. The video was made in order to show you that the bugs exist. Now, the reason why I took that other bike over there and hid it in the spot that I did was because there's an area up over in there that goes way, way, way down, and then the property extends almost a half a mile. Okay? But anybody that would be down up in there wouldn't even be able to see the top part of the landscape over here. And if you were to come up from that hill over there and start walking down towards the woods, you wouldn't walk over that spot over there. Okay? For no reason. And even if you did walk over there, you wouldn't be able to see it. I also got a bike rack hidden over in that general area too. Another backup, in fact, it's brand new. Another back rack for a bike. Okay? And it's brand new. It hasn't even been used. Now, so let me share something with you. What these little criminally insane, mass murdering, human trafficking, raping, gang raping animals will do that host gang stalking, and then all the social deviants that they use to employ the techniques of gang stalking, they don't give two shits about what you lose. They don't give two shits about what you go through. They don't give a flying. They don't care at all, period, in any way, shape, or form, at any measure, about any and all things they do to each victim. They don't care at all. They're wild animals. They're massive criminals to the maximum extreme. It can't be said any clearer. So when you go to Google and you research it, all right, hold on. When you go to Google and research at Google how they will intentionally, including repeatedly, sabotage the mechanics and the electrical systems of victims' cars, and then wait until the victim spends money to get them fixed, and then once they went through quite a bit of money, because they'll repeat that action, and that's done to get the victim to go through the money, then what they'll do is turn around and stage a vehicle accident so the victim doesn't even have a car to sleep in before or after they made the victim homeless. So research those descriptions to gang stalking at Google, and you can even probably try and YouTube it too. Okay? So one of the ways that I prove that I have specific property is by showcasing it in a video. Okay? Now, the reason why I decided to keep... See, because I have no family or anybody to depend on out here in San Diego. Okay, because I haven't allowed anybody in my life for the last 9 years because I know social infiltration is a method of gang stalking. And I am being massively gang stalked in San Diego, along with several other people that I've seen online. So, you can't get no legal help. You can't get no help through the courts. You can't get no help through cops. You can't get no help from the DA's office. That intentionally leaves you entrapped in all continued victimizations. Okay? Including the fact that you're homeless. And now I've already talked about how they created the homelessness and how it's kept on going in other videos, so go into the profile of this account and watch the videos. Okay? You absolutely want to watch a video I just made here in the last week that's 3 hours long in the gallery. So that video is probably about 8 videos down below this one once this one gets published. Trust me when I say Baby Cakes and Sweethearts, you want to watch that video. That video is going to blow your mind flat out. Okay? So... With COVID-19 going on right now, it's quite a bit more difficult to find a adult bicycle. Okay, especially in a cheap price range, because for some reason everybody's going and buying adult bicycles like you would not believe. Oh, when I went to Walmart before I bought the new one that I just showed you, and they did not have one adult bike in their store, not one. Okay, and then it took me over another week and a half to find this one through Target's. And I still had to have it assembled because they didn't have that one on the rack. I found it through their app. So I thought to myself, okay, we don't know if the COVID situation is going to get worse, and if COVID is causing people to go out and buy bicycles like there's no tomorrow. If the new one got stolen, I then would be able to have the backup one until I could find another new one. Plus, I got brand new inner tubes that are reserved. I got the wrenches that needs to be used in order to take off the bike tires. Okay, and I got other tools that are dedicated to working on the bike. So, again, the purpose of making this video was to show you that that I own both of these bikes. I absolutely do. They were both bought. I got the backup one hidden in a spot that no one would go to, even if they went to even if they were in this general area and came on a property, they still wouldn't go to that because there's nothing over there, and they would be able to see there's nothing over there except massive amounts of trees and bushes. Okay, that wouldn't even afford them to get down into there. Okay, so an adult would not go over into that area. And even if an adult and or a child or anybody else walked over there, they still would not be able to see the bike. So if that fucking bike ends up stolen, that would absolutely say that the people had to know where it was exactly hidden at in order for them to steal it. So when you go to Google and extensively research the surveillance of gang stalking victims, your mind's going to be blown there, and a 3-hour-long video will also blow your mind and give you some possible suggestions concerning how they can know where it's hidden at. Because make no fucking mistake about it, these sick bitch murdering animals, they know exactly where I'm at right now. And so when I went and hid the bike, when you see what's exposed in that 3-hour video, it's going to blow your fucking mind. Oh, let me put it to you this way. When you watch that 3-hour-long video, and you get done watching it, and then and even before you do any research concerning my descriptions and what's exposed, you're never going to see this world again in the same way. That's the fucking, literally, that's no exaggeration. So you might be thinking, well, what the hell's in the video? Watch it, baby. If I don't tell you what's in the video, that's going to prompt you to watch it. And then when you watch it, you're going to become educated with an educated knowledge you need to know. I'm going to let you go. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm a target victim and activist concerning the continued criminal expeditions of what is known as gang stalking. Now, let me show you something else before I let you go. Now, take a look at that tree right there at the end of my finger. Does that not look like an octopus tree, baby cakes and sweethearts and munchkin butts? Yes, it does. That is a tree that literally looks like an octopus. So, let's see if I get ticketed, arrested, assaulted, robbed, or any other major crime happening to me while I still utilize this property, which I'm getting ready to move from within the next 10 to 14 days. Okay? And I've shared about my new hiking area strategy in some of my videos already. All right, hold on. So I'm showing you this so it can act as a landmark. Because think about this. If I say right now, let's see if I'm ticketed, arrested, assaulted, robbed. Let's see if I leave the area to go get groceries and come back and discover property missing or damaged and or a trespass notice put on my tent. And then it happens. Do you really believe that's an accident? Because check this out. The fucking area that I'm at right now, there's no homes around here whatsoever. The only homes that are around here are houses that are over 1,000 feet up in the air on an elevated hill way up there. And then some houses that are way over there, at least 5,000 feet, way up on an extremely elevated hill. And there's nothing in this area concerning businesses or nothing. There's nothing in this area at all. So this area, nobody would want to come up in here for any reason whatsoever. Okay? At all. So how would they know I was here? Well, what is the stalking of gang stalking, illegal tracking? Okay? So if they do what I predict, I can say, look, I predicted this at the octopus tree location, and then it just happened. Because as a result of the tracking, they know where you're at. And then they prop up staged probable cause. They prop up staged incidents towards you with people that they decided to use on that day for the event. And then you end up either assaulted, robbed, even raped. Why do you think they're making women homeless all over this country on a massive scale through this crime? So they can then eventually end up in human trafficking. That's one of the main reasons. That's why you need to go into this account and watch my videos. Follow all instructions, research all descriptions, listen carefully to what's exposed, and your mind is going to be blown. So now you know I got the bikes. If that new bike ends up damaged in any way, brakes being broken off them, chain being broke, axle, any problems with the gears, the axles, okay, any problem with the steering, understand and know the only main places that I go to since this COVID thing has gotten everything shut down are basically just one place, and that's the friggin' grocery store. I go to the grocery store, get my needs met, and go right back to a wooded area. Okay, and then spend 1 or 2, 3 days by myself, and then I just repeat the same thing. Okay, because everything else is closed. Libraries are, coffee shops are closed. Even my bank's closed. I haven't even went to the bank in order to withdraw any money from my regular deposit that I get once a month for the month of December, because all Wells Fargo's in my immediate community, La Jolla, which is in San Diego, are closed. Google it. At least they were 2-3 days ago when I went there, and then went on their website. I typed in San Diego Wells Fargo's, and they're all closed. Okay? So, coffee shops are closed, libraries are closed, even my friggin' bank's closed. So the only place that I really go to is wooded areas and the grocery store. Okay? So think about this. If I only go to 2 places, both places the bike gets locked up when I ain't on it, and then something happens to it, a brand new one, after I make a video prediction concerning it, if the older bike, if it gets hidden, if it gets stolen, or if it gets stolen after I've stated that there's no way anybody can even tell it's there, and that's an area over there where nobody would walk to for any reason whatsoever. Even kids wouldn't walk over there. Like if they were just, screwing around and, going through the woods for whatever reason. Okay, so I want you to know that these bikes are in my possession, and that I got them. After I get done making this video, I'm going to immediately upload it to YouTube, into 3 separate YouTube accounts, so I can prove I got it. I still got the receipts for both bikes, showing that they were purchased by me. So we're going to see if any fucking thing happens to any part of that bike, concerning any part of it, especially the parts of it that will enable me to ride it. And walk it too, because when I'm out and about in the community, I take my backpack with me. I take a thing that kind of looks like a suitcase, but it's not. It's brand new too. That was just bought from Amazon. So was the backpack, just bought from Amazon. Okay, and then when I start employing my new hiking area strategy, the property I'll be taking with me, I'm gonna be like bike hiking. I bought pannier saddlebags for the back rack. I got a rucksack for the front rack. I got Alice packs that are going to go on top of the back bike rack once the saddlebags are put on it. Okay, I bought a bunch of new stuff just so that when I leave this area permanently, I can then start just taking long bike rides, and not picking a place until right at the very last moment of the day, in order so that they have a harder time predicting where I'm going to end up at, which might lessen some of the targeting of myself. Now, anyone at any time can go to Google and even YouTube and extensively research directed energy weapons, electromagnetic weapons, and gang-stalking crimes, and the fact that gang-stalking victims by the tens of thousands are being tortured sadistically, endlessly, every single day through directed energy weapons, electromagnetic weapons, ultrasonic sound bone conduction, remote neural monitoring torture. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that that's the reason why I'm moving. I'm not saying that I'm being hit with it, but let me put it to you this way. The more you move around, the harder it is for them to target you. Okay? Alright? Why do you think so many victims that are being targeted with this tech while the victims are in their homes? Why do you think that they're all over the internet saying they're being tortured in their own homes? Because of directed energy weapons. I see massive amounts of tweets about it every single time I'm on Twitter. Every single time. Because I probably got about 40 or 50 fellow gang-stalking victims following me on Twitter. And that exposure through their tweets is about at least 90% of all their exposures that they're being hit with on a massive scale with directed energy weapons, electromagnetic weapons, ultrasonic sound bone conduction, remote neural monitoring. The fact that they state practically in 99% of all tweets they're saying they're being tortured. So, you fucking think, do you really honestly believe that your United States government and military and their defense contractors give 2 shits about keeping you safe? They don't give a flying fuck at all. At all. On any date, at all times, everywhere. They do not, and police too, they do not give a shit about you whatsoever. You better remember that, down to the marrow of your bones. Make no mistake about it. Thank you for listening. My name is Leslie Williams. This video applies for any and all days of every week, month, and year while I am still in ownership of both of these bikes. I gotta go. Thank you for listening. Everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.